When you're ready, sir.
Okay. To start, one day I went to the store planning to buy a can of Coke. I thought I had enough, but was surprised to see they were charging 10 cents for a plastic bag at checkout. They never used it, and it didn't make sense to me. You should listen to me because voting on this proposition will ultimately lead to a decision on a plastic bag ban and ultimately rid the environment of unnecessary litter. You should listen to me because voting this proposition will affect your life and your wallet. In this speech, I'm going to inform you about Proposition 67 and its purpose. There are three important things about Proposition 67 that I want you to know about. The first is why Proposition 67 is on the ballot. Second thing I want to discuss is how Proposition 67 is designed to reduce litter in California. And third is how Proposition 67 will change your shopping experience. So the first thing I want to discuss is why Proposition 67 is on the ballot. The authors of the proposition want to help the environment by reducing litter cleanup costs, and to protect our oceans and wildlife. More than 380 billion plastic bags are used in the United States every year, and most of them end up in our streets and ultimately our oceans. In years preceding Proposition 67, 150 cities and counties, mostly along coastal areas, have already implemented plastic bag bans themselves, or a sort of plastic bag ban laws themselves. It was due to concerns about how such plastic bags affected their communities and beaches. In 2014, the legislature passed and the governor signed Senate Bill SB 270. Proposition 67 is a referendum of Senate Bill SB 270. A referendum is a direct vote by an entire electorate on a particular proposal. As Rachel Ellers, Principal Fiscal and Policy Analyst for the Legislative Analyst Office, 2016 states, Yes on 67 upholds Senate Bill SB 270, as certain stores would be prohibited from providing plastic bags for free and generally be required to charge 10 cents per plastic bag at checkout. I will now discuss how Proposition 67 is designed to reduce litter in California. A yes vote on Proposition 67 will ultimately reduce the amount of litter in California. Julie Packard, director at Monterey Bay Aquarium, 2016 states, Plastic bags cause some of the most visible litter that ends up in our parks, trees, and neighborhoods and washes into our rivers, lakes, and oceans. This proposition will help keep discarded plastic bags out of our mountains, valleys, beaches, and communities. And this proposition will also save the state millions of dollars a year in litter cleanup costs. Currently, California communities across the state spend nearly $500 million a year on litter cleanup. Some communities, however, have experienced a nearly 90% reduction in litter cleanup cost because of such laws as Proposition 67. Some cities and counties such as San Francisco County, Marin County, and the city of Manhattan Beach have seen a reduction in the amount of litter and the litter cleanup cost. I will now discuss how Proposition 67 will change your shopping experience. Voting yes on Proposition 67 will affect you every time you go into a store. This proposition will cost consumers more money when shopping, as they will be required to pay 10 cents per plastic bag at checkout. Furthermore, this proposition will not allocate revenue generated from the sale of reusable bag fees to the government like how taxes would work, but would be kept by the grocers as extra profit. Since there is no extra money going to the government from the sale of plastic bags, there is no money for the government to help clean up the environment. Jessica Califati, reporter for Bay Area News Group 2016 states, this measure would harm American industry, kill jobs, and boost profits for grocers who get to keep the fees they collect from the sale of plastic bags. Because of this, plastic bag companies have spent nearly $5 million in trying to stop plastic bag bans from being implemented, and such laws like plastic bag bans from being implemented. They have succeeded in stopping the implementation of plastic bag bans until 2014 when Senate Bill SB 270 was passed, a statewide carryout bag law. So Proposition 67 in 2016 is basically reaffirming a law passed in 2014, the Senate Bill SB 270, a statewide carryout bag law. So in conclusion, I stated the facts about Proposition 67 and its purpose. I informed you why it's on the ballot, how it is designed to reduce litter in California, and how it's going to change your shopping experience. So now every time I go into a store, I see a plastic bag being used, I can see the work of the government in action even in small everyday situations.